Sergeant, that motorcycle is United States Army property.
Roll that intro.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.
Motorcycles. A critical vehicle used in many military operations. And in this video, we're going to discuss 5 iconic American military motorcycles. First up, the Harley-Davidson Model 17 FJ. Originally part of an order of just a dozen, Harley-Davidson specially developed the Harley-Davidson Model 17 FJ for General Pershing to combat Pancho Villa in the Border War. Though U.S. forces weren't successful in capturing Villa, the way the Model 17 FJ traversed the desert was so impressive the military upped the order, and by the end of World War I, nearly half of all Harley-Davidsons were in military service, 20,000 units worth. Next, we have the Indian Power Plus Big Twin. Although the Harley-Davidson was in service in World War I at the same time, the Indian Power Plus Big Twin was the favorite of the armed forces, with 50,000 units in service. However, those production numbers meant Indian was dedicating nearly their entire production effort to the war from 1917 to 1919. Patriotic though it may have been, that meant the civilian dealers had little, if anything, to sell, causing the company to fall on harder times than rival Harley-Davidson after the war. Third on our list is the Harley-Davidson WLA, better known as the Liberator. Because of advancements in weaponry between the world wars, motorcycles disappeared from the front lines. A complete lack of armor will do that. Instead, they were reassigned as military police vehicles and utilized by dispatch riders for their speed and agility. By the end of World War II, Harley-Davidson had built almost 60,000 units, but they continued to produce WLAs for civilians. However, when WLAs were under civilian butts, the windshield, extra panniers, and bodywork proved to be overkill, so they chopped them off, thus creating the Chopper. That brings us to more modern times, and the Kawasaki KLR 650. World War II was the heyday of military motorcycles. They didn't see much action again until the 80s, and when Desert Storm broke out, the Kawasaki KLR became a popular choice, albeit in a heavily modified form. The military KLR, known as the M103M1, was versatile enough to either run on jet fuel or burn diesel and return a hearty 96 miles per gallon. It was a 651cc single-cylinder engine with 45 horsepower, and its main duties were scouting and patrol. Fast forward to today's military, and you have the Zero MMX. The MMX was developed specifically for special ops in the military because of Zero's near-silent electric motor. Zero says that while on recon, the MMX has a range of 71 miles under hard city riding, but the battery itself can last for 4,130 hours. With no exhaust and a 0 to 60 time of 4.4 seconds, you'd never know what hit you. The MMX is outfitted with a 6.5 kilowatt lithium-ion battery and brushless motor. It generates 54 horsepower, and the main duties are reconnaissance, rescue, and covert operations.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.